So I want to get out of the concept of the words digital. I know we're stuck in that, we're in a digital this, digital marketing, and I really want you to start thinking differently. We're beyond digital. The best story I can tell you about what digital is the BlackBerry, right? Anybody have a BlackBerry still? Just curious, right? Just curious. There's always a sighting sometimes, right? There's always that one or two. I still got one somewhere. I still have it on BlackBerries, but listen, the best story I can tell for real estate agents who are sometimes struggling with concept is the story of BlackBerry, right? It was the best device we ever had, right? Who was a big BlackBerry fan? I had BlackBerries. Like, we loved the buttons. We didn't want to give up. I could text and feel buttons. However, look at it from to me, that's digital, right? X's and O's, buttons. Today, if you tried to look at a BlackBerry, remember how it was trying to zoom in on a photo on a BlackBerry? You were hitting that plus sign, and it looked like you're trying to come in from like NASA, trying to get it very pixelated. And here's what happened. They said, we love our product. We're going to do it our way and keep what we have. And what did the consumer want? They wanted something more visual, more contextual, and more sexy, if you will. They didn't change, the consumer did. And they didn't follow. Look what happened to the end result. That's the scary part. But to me, that's the real estate agent. Those who don't want to change and follow the consumer, someone else is going to follow them. Someone else is going to have their attention, and someone else is going to win. So I don't tell you you have to do any of this stuff. When I coach my clients now, listen, I'm here to get results, but at the end of the day, I can't force you to do it. I only want to work with people who want to move the needle. So we've got to start looking at more of a visual world, using the word visual marketing better, and understanding that everything we do has to have two things. Visual in nature, but I also want, I don't even have a slide for this, but I want you to remember this part. I want you to think about everything you post. What do you want them to feel on the other end? What's the feeling you want to capture? What should they feel about you when you leave the listing presentation? To me, everything I focus on is about how do I want them to feel? So when I walk out the door, did they feel confident? Did they feel I knew my marketing? Did they feel I could show them how to sell their home? What did they feel? So as we post and do things on social, we got to understand it's about the feeling, because I'm going to tell you why, I'm going to prove it. The business we're in, and everyone still thinks we're in real estate, some people, the real estate is the product. People's the business. So we've got to become people experts, and whether we like it or not, we've got to go where they go. It's like going to the mall, right? We go to the mall because they're all there. The mall changes, the stores change, right? So our store currently right now, and the answer is in your hands. I don't have the answer. Where are the two platforms in your world where your biggest consumers are? Where are they? So for you, it's Facebook and Instagram. Anybody have a different platform where they are that you have to follow them somewhere else? Anybody? Where's that? I mean, physically online. So let's go. Like, does anybody have any followers and people where there's clients on Snapchat? Just curious. Right? Snapchat. So you got that audience that's on Snapchat. You go to Snapchat, you start molding that audience, right? So the audience falls into your hands. My two biggest platforms, which my clients are real estate agents. I've been one for years, but that's Facebook and Instagram. And when you guys move somewhere else, I will move somewhere else. So we follow the consumer. The problem is we have to stop thinking like real estate agents. We post things like we're a real estate agent from our perspective, what we want to show. Quite frankly, sometimes that doesn't matter. It's what do the consumers want to see. So we've got to start thinking like the consumer, what's going to get them engaged? What's going to get them to pay attention to what I'm posting? It may not just be the picture of the house. It may not just be a picture of something static. It's got to be something a little sexier than that. What gets your attention? Like when you see that cool recipe from that cool restaurant or that sushi dish that looks beautiful, something like that captures your attention, doesn't it? Anybody a foodie? Right? So I follow some restaurants because they do some really good marketing. They don't show me a picture of the restaurant. They show me a picture of the awesome dish that's got my attention, not the restaurant, right? Not the kitchen. It's the food they deliver. It's the execution of that. So if we start thinking like a consumer and keeping these three words in mind, being mobile, visual, and memorable, that's what this is all about. How will they remember me? How will they know me? And is everything I have work on mobile? I'm talking, like, just because your website shows up on mobile doesn't mean it's mobile. Like, it's there, but is it really user-friendly? Anything I go to that represents you, if you send me to your profile, is it really mobile or can I not read the words? If I have to pinch and zoom, I'm out, right? So we've got to really look at what we call mobile, and is it really good at mobile? Instagram happens to be naturally really good at it, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm talking about everything else. When you send me to a link, what does it look like on mobile? To me, it should always be a mobile first look at it. And if you can't understand it or see it, or if you have to hit drop-down menus on a mobile that's real tiny, change it. Absolutely change it.
So